What's up, everybody? My name's Kaiden Clary. I'm a York High School student. Today, I'm going to be interviewing Brandon Stuff. He is a sports card influencer, and he does stuff on Instagram. He has 28,000 followers. His favorite player is obviously Shohei Ohtani. Let's get into it.
Hey, my name is Brandon Stuff. I do content on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and it's all about baseball cards mainly, but sports cards all together.
What is the biggest deal you have ever done in sports cards, if like that you can remember?
Does it have to be something that was, can it be something that was offered? Or does it have to be like completed sale?
Let's go one of each. Let's go one of each.
One of each? Okay. The biggest deal I've ever done was I was buying a card, and I'm not going to say the 101 Dynasty that I bought. Don't know if you know that one that I bought in a video. That one was expensive. But the one before that, I bought a $100,000 sports card. It was a Shohei Ohtani rookie, 1/1 auto. That one's now probably 200K plus at the moment. But my biggest offer I ever received on a card was $1.25 million. And I declined it. That was the Dynasty 101 Shohei Ohtani. But hey.
Do you still have it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I declined that offer.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like,
just so I get it all.
What is the biggest regret you have ever had, like, when selling one sports card?
One sports card. Okay. Well, I had a Japanese BBM, Shohei Ohtani. True rookie year, which is 2013 for Shohei Ohtani. That one was valued at roughly 7K in early February. I sold it for 7K. Not even 12 days later, a new comp appeared and it started selling for $30,000. And so yes, I missed out on $23,000 extra. However, I used that $7,000 to put it into another card. So I'm not upset. But yeah, that's a regret I have, is not keeping that one. Other good buys that I'm not upset with it.
Yeah, moving into like buying, do you remember like the first big buy you've ever had? Like
Yes. So when I first got into sports cards, I was only dealing with $100 to $1,000 stuff because I didn't want to play around with, multi-$1,000 cards before I knew what I was doing. So my first big buy when I started figuring out what to do was a deal for $40,000, and it was for 3 Shohei Ohtanis in June of 2025. Those 3 cards are now valued at, one of them's valued at about $120,000. There's another one that's valued at around $50,000, and then there's another one that's valued at around $30,000. So I no longer have those 3 cards, but I do have one of them still, and it was the most expensive one.
How do you close a deal faster? Like if you want to get this card, you see this card, you want a good deal on it, how do you get that good deal?
It depends on the trajectory of that market that I'm trying to buy. With Shohei, if they're priced right around what it's valued at, it makes it a lot easier because then I can look at how that card's going to do in the future and be more confident to pay stronger. But if it's something where they're priced at 150% over what it's valued at right now, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to come in strong on that just because they're already not really probably wanting to sell it for anything under 110%. So I would say to get a deal done to close it, you just have to be kind of picky on the cards that you want. If you see some valued around where you want to be, then I would say definitely take a stab on it. I think a lot of people are so concerned about getting prices under comp that it shocks them when that card goes up in value over the next month, and then they say, dang, I could have bought that for only 10% more. I'm big on, if you believe in something, buy it for around the last comp or around the last average of the last 5 comps, just because I've done so well on it. I've been able to pay 100% on a card, and then in even a week's time, just a week, I've been able to double it. So, like paying strong if you know what you're doing is very good, especially if you know the market you're in. It doesn't need to be Shohei. That's just the market I like. It could be you like, let's just say Roman Anthony. Let's say you know his market extremely well. If there's a card that hasn't comped in a year and a half and the guy's at 2x what it was a year and a half ago, then you can look at the other numbers of other stuff that's increased over the time, and guaranteed Roman Anthony's market's up a lot more than just 2x. So you could use that when you're going into the next deal and negotiating on selling that card. So those are my thoughts. But does a deal get closed all the time? No, and that's completely okay. Don't be pressured into making a deal happen if it doesn't make sense.
Do you remember why you first started doing sports cards?
Well, I used to do collectibles, and so collectibles to sports cards isn't that different. So out of the blue, I just looked on Facebook Marketplace late at night, and I found a lot, like just a baseball card lot to look through on Facebook for like $100. I looked through it. I tried finding some values. I found a rookie Jimmy Brown, which for those of you that don't know, that's about $1,000. So I spent $100, already got $1,000. By the way, this doesn't happen, so don't try it. This is rare. That doesn't happen. I just got extremely lucky. I didn't know that cards had that much value, and you were able to liquidate them so fast. So I was able to turn that $100 on that lot into about $7,000. And then I used that to just keep on branching out. And then I kind of stopped buying off of Facebook Marketplace just because I saw more of a better chance to get faster inventory and income going to shows and stuff.
Are you still going off that $7,000?
No, dude. No, I did give it a run for about like 5 months. I went from that 7K to about, I would say, 60,000 in about 5 months.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts. It was also when Skeens hype was happening, so I was just buying up Skeens, selling it because he was so liquid. Everybody was talking about him, and Ellie, everybody was talking about him, capitalized on him. I buy into the hype, which a lot of people don't do, and they think the hype is at its max. I like it when they think it's at its max, and it just keeps on pumping, just like Ohtani.
Yeah, I did that with football, and I got out of it quick because I actually knew. How do you feel about that? It's the all aces Shohei Ohtani before the all aces. You know which card I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like this one.
Yep, I know exactly which one you're talking about. I actually made a video about this right before it started before it went up to $1,000 for a PSA 10. I saw how the market was doing with the All Aces Shohei 2025 and 2026, the All Kings and All Aces. You can't find a 2025 PSA 9 for less than like 8K, and you can't find a 2026 for anything less than like 4K raw. So seeing that, what's the next best thing that's affordable for people that's still wanting All Aces Ohtani? It's that one. I know the print run on it's like 70,000 or something stupid, but you look at Pokemon and people think it's going to go down. I personally don't. I think it's going to continue to go up. Just like Downtowns, those have a massive print run, but there's also a lot. They also still sell for a lot. You look at Home Field Advantages. I know that's the downtown of Topps, which I don't know if it will ever be that, but hey, I don't know. But you look at those, you look at Pokemon, they have high PSA 10 counts, but it doesn't really deflate the value as much for some cards that are, let's say there's 1,000 PSA 10s, they're still selling for 6K. Like, it doesn't impact it that much. I think that's going to be the same case with All Aces. People want it. There's a lot more card collectors in the hobby than, let's say there's 1,000 PSA 10 All Aces. There's a lot more people wanting that All Ace than just 1,000. So there's always going to be a demand for it. People are going to lock them away, and they're always going to continue to climb. In my eyes, there could be a sale tomorrow for like $300, and then you can say I told you so, but
If you had $100 right now, would you rather buy wax or would you rather buy a card?
card.
Why? Like,
I will give you an example, and we're not dealing with just like $100. When I first got into the hobby, I was buying singles, but then I was stupid and started buying wax and started buying stuff to rip, and I spent about $6,000 on Cosmic Chrome. I only pulled $300, and there's multiple other people that have had similar stories. So I would say, regardless of the amount, like if it's $100, then I would say put it into a card that you want. Like for me, it's an Otani, and if you're asking which card to invest in for Otani specifically, I would put that $100 into a Heritage base Otani 2018 rookie. I think they do around $100 raw. $100, $150 raw. I think those are going to be the next thing. Like after BBM's done, after, I think Dynasty's going to have its run. I think Heritage is going to, at least his rookie base card is going to go up in price.
is there anything else you want to tell us about?
Kind of put me on the spot here, so I'm going to just need a second. We'll see. I would say, final thoughts, don't go down a path just because other people are telling you that, and that's how you make a career. People make money in their niche ways, so don't be scared to find your niche and capitalize on it.
Thank you guys for listening. Me and Brandon had fun with this one. We'll see you guys next time on Card Talks. Adios.